Hello everyone! Today we are going to be doing something a little bit different on this channel, and I'm going to be bringing you a book review. I'm going to be reviewing Amy Poehler's Yes Please. I know a lot of people are raving about this and talking about it in general right now. I did see that SE Button started a book club on YouTube, which I think is really awesome because I love to read, and I think it's great to be a part of a community like that. I did, however, pick this book up and read it before she started that, but she did recently post a video on it sharing her thoughts and opinions on it, and I thought that it would be cool to share my opinions because I really wanted to be a part of that. So I did pick this up at Target when it first came out, and it's something that I purchased mainly because it has Amy Poehler's name on it, and I love a lot of things that she does. I'm not a huge autobiographical person, but I love Amy in Parks and Rec. And I figured that she would put that funny girl twist on it and that it would be an easy and fun read, which is definitely something enjoyable. You know, not everything has to be a super heavy novel. Spoiler alert, I loved it, and I think that everyone should go out and read it. I think this is a very important book for a lot of girls out there. One of the main things that I love about this book is that Amy is very real and candid with the readers. She's very open and she really goes into a lot of personal aspects of her life. This book is about struggles and just different mishaps that she has gone through on her way up to trying to reach the top of, being a comedian and a successful actress. And it's not boring though, even though it is detailing shitty parts of her life. She puts this fun twist on it and she finds a way to tell a story, obviously in a funny manner because it is Amy Poehler, but they're always laced with a life lesson, and I feel like it's a great way to come away from it with something that you can apply to your life and use in the future. She gets really open with her divorce and experimenting with substances and even depression, which I honestly don't feel like she could have been more honest with us. She really goes in depth. I feel like this book is very empowering, and I felt very motivated and empowered after reading it. I feel like it's definitely a good read for us ladies out there if you're looking for a little inspiration in your life. I just picked a few of my favorite quotes from there, and I did screenshot them on my phone. No, I didn't. I took pictures of the book because I have the hardcover with me. And as I was reading this, I would come across a quote or a piece of advice that I really wanted to remember or even just share on my blog. And the best way to do that, in my opinion, was take pictures of it so that I could easily share it. I am going to be sharing those quotes with you now, so if you don't want to listen to that, then I would suggest maybe not watching the rest of this video. She does say a lot of very funny things, but also can be a little vulgar, so some of my favorite quotes from the book I'm not going to share with you, but I suggest picking up the book and checking it out for yourself. Alright, so the first quote goes, "I say sorry a lot. When I'm running late, when I'm navigating the streets of New York, when I interrupt someone, I say sorry, sorry, sorry in one long stream. The sentence becomes sorry, 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 and it's said really fast, as if even the act of apologizing is something to apologize for. But this doesn't mean I'm a pushover. It doesn't mean I'm afraid of conflict or don't know how to stand up for myself. I'm getting to a place right in the middle where I feel good about exactly how much I apologize. It takes years as a woman to unlearn what you have been taught to be sorry for. It takes years to find your voice and seize your real estate." So I love this quote because I feel like it is very relatable to myself. I am someone who, unfortunately, it's a character flaw. I apologize way too much, and it's not something that I can control or just turn off. It just happens, and some people might find it annoying, but a lot of people see me as a pushover. They think maybe I'm weak because, I'm constantly apologizing, and that's where I can sometimes run into conflict because, like Amy, I will stick up for myself because that is something that I believe in. I definitely believe that you should stick up for yourself and not let people take advantage of you, even though it can be really hard. This past year I have really learned a lot about myself as a woman, and like she says in the end of that quote, I've been trying to find my voice, and it can be difficult. I had read this thing on online somewhere, and I feel like it really kind of ties in very well with that quote, and I would like to share it with you. I don't know word for word, it's along the lines of, "So proud of all my girls out there, unlearning their internalized misogyny and learning to love themselves and realize it's okay to go against beauty standards." And for me, I really feel like this year is going to be a year of self-love and girl power because we need girls rule the world, right, Beyonce? Is there wine in this mug? That's a secret I'll never tell. XOXO. Gossip Girl. I forgot how it goes. Relax is a tough one for me. Another tough one is smile. Smile doesn't really work either. Telling me to relax or smile when I'm angry is like bringing a birthday cake into an ape's sanctuary. You're just asking to get your nose and genitals bitten off. Now I love this quote because obviously the first time I read it I laughed hysterically because it's so funny. You know, as a young woman, that's something unfortunately that we have to deal with, is being told to smile all the time. I have so many men tell me to smile or that I'd look prettier if I smiled. But I feel like that's another part of finding your voice as a woman, is you don't really have to stand there and just take it anymore. You can stand up for yourself. Which leads me to the next quote. Let me take a minute to say that I love bossy women. Some people hate the word, and I understand how bossy can seem like a shitty way to describe a woman with a determined point of view. But for me, a bossy woman is someone to search out and celebrate. A bossy woman is someone who cares and commits and is a natural leader. Also, even though I'm bossy, I like being told what to do by people who are smarter and more interesting than me. I find this quote to be very empowering also because a lot of times the word bossy in regards to women can have a negative connotation and can be even used as an insult, and I really like the way that Amy is kind of beating at that stigma and telling us that it's alright if you're bossy, if you're a little bossy. Next. The only thing we can depend on in life is that everything changes. The seasons, our partners, what we want and need. We hold hands with our high school friends and swear to never lose touch, and then we do. We scrape ice off of our cars and feel like winter will never end, and it does. We stand in the bathroom and look at our face and say, "Stop getting old, face, I command you," and it doesn't listen. Change is the only constant. Your ability to navigate and tolerate change and its painful uncomfortableness directly correlates to your happiness and general well-being. I love this quote because I feel like it is very real and honest with us. It can be a hard thing to accept. I know that when it comes to friendship, that's one of the hardest things to accept, is that things change. You grow and evolve as a person, and so do your friends, and sometimes the things that you had in common you no longer like and you no longer have in common, and you drift away because you need that commonality in a relationship and you need both sides to kind of want to be a part of it. That's something for me that I've always had to kind of step up and face, is friendship, and the way that that changes and the way that friends come and go and things change, and unfortunately it's not really something that you can control. So this next quote I feel like needs to be plastered on billboards. It needs to be everywhere, everywhere. It needs to be an alert on cell phones. The only way we will survive is by being kind. The only way we can get by in this world is through the help we receive from others. No one can do it alone, no matter how great the machines are. Now, I feel like this has two kind of important life lessons wrapped into one, and the first one is just be kind. I don't know how many times I can stress that to anybody. It's just be kind. It's something that I try to live by. I'm definitely not perfect, but it's something that I try to remind myself and always keep in the back of my head, is just be kind to everyone, because you never know what someone's going through and they could just need a little bit of kindness to really help them get through it and help them feel a little bit better. I feel like the world would be such a better place if everyone was just kind to each other, and we would all be so much happier. Guys, Penny wants to be in my video. She has a lot to say about this. Okay, so this next quote I feel like is a really great one to end on because it has a great takeaway, and it goes, "A person's tragedy does not make up their entire life. A story carves deep grooves into our brains each time we tell it. But we aren't one story. We can change our stories. We can write our own." And you know, I think that this one is really great because I feel like she's saying, you know, our past, or even just one instance in our life, it does not define us. It doesn't define who we are as a person, because we always have that opportunity to change and to grow and evolve. Alright, so as you could tell, I really loved this book. I think that maybe if you like Amy Poehler, or even if you're just looking for something that's motivational and empowering, that this would definitely be a good book for you, because it's a really light and easy read, but it's also really, really funny, and you'll definitely enjoy reading it, which I did. Now I hope you guys liked this type of video, because Reading is something that I really enjoy doing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this because I would love to do more in the future. Like I said, I do want to participate in Button's Bookshelf, which is what Essie Button's little book club thing is she has going on. So maybe I will be doing that also along with her. We shall see. But I definitely want to hear your thoughts and opinions on this book down below, and if you liked it, I want to hear your favorite quotes because there are some really good ones in there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in our next video. Bye! Penny wants to be in the video.